Hello, 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 everyone. Good evening. Miss Justice, you are number one. All right. Miss Justice, number one. Much love, PG. Prayers and love. God bless. Hey, girl, I appreciate that. Much love to you. God bless. AD, number two. Number two. Hey, PG, chat. Much love. Much love back to you, girl. God bless. And let's see who is number three. All right, Linda, you are number three. Hello, PG. Hello, hello, hello to you, girl. We're sending you some love also. God bless. And Dirtmouth, how you doing? How you doing, sweetie? He says, hey, PG mods and chat. Much love, much love to you. Absolutely. All right, for everybody out there, much love. Hey, Jean, how you doing, sweetie? Do tell, PG. Yeah, I'm going to tonight. I made a special trip in here tonight to tell you guys some stuff. Absolutely. Hey, Janet, how you doing, hon? Good to see you in here. And I'm trying to get down through here. Hey, Sad Eyes, Seeking Truth. Beautiful Sunflower, how you doing, sweetie? Beth Ann. All right, I think I about hit everybody here. There's Blue Bella. How you doing, sweetie? Hello to my beautiful Summers Army family. Much love. Hey, girl. Much love back to you. And there's Bridget, CJ, second to none. How's everybody doing tonight? Anyway, I wanted to come out here. I wanted to tell you guys some things tonight. You know about the Ben Hill gang, right? The Ben Hill gang. I did learn some good information. But I want you to listen to Jody Sue.
Hey, I wonder if when he passed by me that night, well, after helicopter, and he was literally like, David running over my toes. I was like, whoa, Fred, I'll move the cars up for you. You can get the tow. When he had the bike bringing it, which makes no sense if you think about it. But I wonder if Laura was with him in the truck.
Did you hear that? Did you hear Jody Sue insinuating that Laura was not with Fred when he came back into Ben Hill Road? So basically he's insinuating that Laura didn't go with him when he went to the scrapyard. Why would Fred say Laura was with him if she wasn't? Why would Laura say I was with Fred if she wasn't? That don't make no sense. I mean, he's not going to come back into Ben Hill Road, without Laura. He left with her, according to Laura and Fred. He left with Laura. So how's he returning without her? Jody Sue's like, he damn near ran over my toes. I mean, I had my face right in his window, and I didn't see no Laura in there. Right? I didn't see no Laura. Was Laura in the truck? I mean, Jody Sue's more like, I know something you guys don't. Right? I got a little secret. And they wasn't no Laura in the truck with Fred that day when he came back in and we was looking for Summer. I was in the middle of the road and, he damn near ran over my feet and there's nobody in that truck but him. Interesting, right? Very interesting. So where was Laura if she wasn't in the truck? When they came back into Ben Hill Road, Fred got back in there, I guess it's a little after 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. that evening. Law enforcement, everybody's already in there. Fred comes back in, almost runs over Jody Sue's feet. She don't see no Laura in the truck. That's interesting. Now we got to wonder, where was Laura? What was Laura doing? Don't make no sense, right? Don't make no sense at all. And I heard that they didn't make it to the scrapyard. So where the hell was Laura? What was Laura doing? Did they get spooked? Was they coming back into Ben Hill and with the car and maybe something in the car that they was Laura, did Laura get out of the car? Did she cut through the woods for some reason? Did she cut through the woods and and then meet Fred back at the house, taking the wooded area to get back? I mean, what why would she not be in the car? I don't understand that. You know, I don't know, I don't know. I mean, I know that have you ever had somebody drop you off down the road from your house because you wasn't supposed to be with them? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not supposed to be with them so that you have them. You don't want your parents seeing you get out of this car, so you get out of it, somewhere else, and then you walk to your destination. Put a one in the chat if you've done that, because I know I have. Absolutely. I think we've all done it. And I'm going to tell you, yeah, exactly. On it says not me. I ain't never done that. Well, for the majority of us, we know what it is to do it. Like drop me 2 streets over because my dad sees me with you. I'm going to get the books back out of me, right? Yeah. I can't afford that kind of abuse upon my person, right? That would be some severe abuse if I got caught getting out of that vehicle. So, yeah, absolutely. And, yeah, I guess you would do that, I guess you would do that if there's reason, if there's reason. What I'm saying is, if they didn't make it to the scrapyard and they had, you know, something inside that vehicle that, because law enforcement might be checking vehicles as they come in now to Ben Hill Road. Anything going out or in could be, could be checked over before, before it's allowed out or comes in. And therefore, I'm sure they was freaking out and scared. I mean, I know I would be, right? So, if you had anything illegal in the vehicle, you're going to, either pull over and stash it somewhere to come back to, or you're going to let somebody out to, kind of cut through the wooded area, avoid law enforcement by cutting through the wooded area and then, over to where you live. You want to cut through enough to, pass up law enforcement at 110 and, get on down past that to where you live. And I'm sure you could do that. I'm absolutely sure you could do that. I mean, she could have went down. She could have went down through the other way down there off of Beach Creek. She could have went through and, come around by Phil's Road there and over. So, yeah, I don't know, and they could have possibly, put stash somewhere, there somewhere in a wooded area, and then had to go back and get her later. Um, Anything's possible. Laura was supposed to be in that car. Jody Sue's acting like I got a big secret. That Laura wasn't in there. I mean, that's what she's alluding to. That's what she's alluding to. Makes me wonder now. You know, that's even more suspicious, right? More suspicious. Now I know that if you go on down, if you're on Beach Creek, if you go on down the one way, you go around to where you can turn and go around to where Cotton lives. You can go, you know, you gotta go down, you gotta make a turn, but you gotta go down and, you know, he lives down there actually like across from like a little church or down the road from a little church. So with that being said, was Laura there? Was, you know, did Fred go to Cotton's place, you know, get Cotton involved and Laura stayed with Cotton? I don't know. You got to wonder where Laura was now. Hey, crazy retired lady, how you doing? But you heard it out of Jody Sue's mouth. I ain't making it up. You heard it right out of her own mouth there, right? Now you got this Ben Hill gang. You got Don and Candace, right? You got old Don and Candace playing a part in all of this. I think Can's playing the biggest part, if you ask me. I mean, I know Don. I'm pretty sure Don's the one that, you know, was kind of like the mastermind of all of this plan. Not that he, you know, he didn't do a very good job, right? He didn't do very much of a mastermind. Changing the vehicle up, firing his, I mean, that was stupid as hell. That was just freaking dumb on his part there. I mean, that's basically what got him caught, right? That's what allowed everybody to know, hey, this guy, you know, this is definitely pre-planned, meditated, carried out. I mean, come on. You know, that shit's just obvious right there. And so he's not much of a mastermind, you know, but he wanted to protect his ass, right? And it's one of those things you don't think people's going to notice, you know, nobody's going to really get down with a micro, you know, scope and look it over. But, you know, he underestimated law enforcement and YouTube and everybody else because that's what we do. So it absolutely shows. Oh, wow. I got a super sticker. All right. Blue Bella. I appreciate that, girl. God bless. I absolutely appreciate it. Absolutely. Hey, girl. I really do. I really do. That's amazing. You starting my night off right. But, yeah. So, you know, he definitely, you know, these people knew that this was coming down on June 15th. They was carrying it out. They was carrying it out, and they carried it out too. You know, they really did carry it out. And right here's the two main culprits right there. This is the two main culprits. You know, they're the ones that, you know, had the opportunity to make or break Little Summer that day. And they, you know, and they chose, you know, they made the wrong choice. They made the wrong choice, you guys. And Little Summer's no longer with us. But these two right here, I'm going to tell you, you're damn Skippy. They know what happened, right? They definitely know what happened. No doubt in my mind about that. They definitely know. And Don Wells knows too. Don Wells knows too. And then we got this right here, right? We got this right here. We got Mr. Hunter that's all groomed up by Candace Wells and Donald, right? He's been groomed up by these bunch of evil fucks. He wants to be part of them. Why? Because they are adults who, you know, allow children to indulge in things children should not be indulging in. Right? I mean, they're every teenager's dream. Right? They're every teenager's dream. Don, Candace, Grandis, they're every teenager's dream. Because they're willing to turn you on and supply you with whatever, you know, whatever your little heart desires, as in illegal substances, you know, alcohol, vapes, cigarettes, all these things, right? They were willing to, you know, they don't care how old you are. You could be 9, 10, 11, 12. They don't care. You know, they'll be buying you whatever. And, you know, kids like this right here, kids like him, they see that as, you know, a perfect opportunity. That's the kind of people they want to be around, right? The people that make life seem so exciting, you know, and not ever boring. And that's what, you know, and that's what Don and Candace did. They you know, they like to groom. They like to groom these children. I mean, they wasn't looking at Allison. Candace didn't want to be Allie's friend. She wanted to be Allie's children's friend. So she could groom them and use them and do weird shit with them, right? That was disgusting. That was disgusting. Allison's mother said, you know, that lady said that Don Wells going to get in trouble for what he did to not only his own children, but what he did to her grandchildren as well, right? And that's why she don't like him and why she don't go around him any longer. Because some sick things were going on. So, you know, what does that tell you? You know, some really, these people are groomers. And right here, they groomed this boy. Matter of fact, this ain't the first boy Candace groomed. This ain't the first boy Candace groomed. Candace groomed some other boys, right? John and Candace had one boy up there living at their house turning against his own mother. And it took mommy a long time to get her son the hell away from him, right? Took her a long time. And this boy right here, I mean, law enforcement goes up there with Allison and these kids are like, why you come to get us? Right? That's how groomed up they was. They didn't want to leave with their mother. They wanted to stay right there where, you know, all the things a teenager wants is at their fingertips. You know, a bunch of illegal stuff and party all the time. And this boy right here thought he's a gangster. You know, he was already whooping up on some little girl in the middle of the street, allegedly pulling, you know, some mother out of her vehicle, trying to take it with her baby in the back. I mean, this kid doesn't have no respect for women. He don't have no respect for children. He has no respect for nothing. He don't even have respect for his damn self. Because if he did, he wouldn't want to walk around trying to be some thug, some wannabe gangster. His ass would be in school, right? Getting educated, getting a job, living a normal life, instead of running around acting like a moron and talking like one too. Right? But no, you know, this was an out of control, very dangerous if you ask me. That's my opinion. A very dangerous young man that was already, you know, already on his way to juvie, and he ended up there. Right? He ended up there. This kid's got a probation officer. This kid is nothing but trouble. And he's still trouble, right? He's still trouble. You can find my front yard. I mean, you got something to say. You like Benny Keys knows where I live. If he could bring it to the yard. I'm like, whoa. I don't think you or your papa wants to meet up with Benny Keys, right? I think you both better just stay in and keep the door shut. That's not a smart thing. Benny Keys is something they ain't. Benny Keys is a thug, right? He is. Benny Keys is the gangster. Benny Keys been on the street. He knows his way around the street. They ain't a match for Benny. That's crazy. That's just, insane. I'm going to tell you, if you ain't got no brains, you better stay the hell off the street. That's all I got to say. Stay off the street. This boy right here better stay off the streets. He ain't got the good sense God gave him, right? He lost it somewhere. He lost it. I don't know where he lost it, but it's gone. Something definitely, I don't know if it slipped out of his pocket or what. But, it is what it is. I miss Benny. Yeah. No, it ain't. It ain't sinister. Absolutely not. It's no place to be. The streets are rough, and it's doggy dog out there, man. I'm gonna tell you what, everybody for himself, right? Because you just don't know what the hell's gonna go down. Everybody could be standing around having a really good time 1 second, and the next thing you know, oh shit, all hell just broke loose, right? And I mean, if everybody gets out safe, it's great. Sometimes they don't, right? Sometimes they don't, and the way, the way the streets are, you don't know who is going to be, because these people just don't have no brains. When you're out there messing with this cesspool of evilness like this kid right here wants to get into, it's just a matter of time. If you don't get out, if you don't grow up real quick and get the hell out, you probably ain't going to, right? You ain't going to, I've seen people drop like flies. Every time there was a party, we were talking about somebody that, was always you're talking about somebody that, wasn't with us anymore, right? Last night, so and so, this and that went down. They ain't with us anymore. What? You're lying. No, for real. I mean, news travels fast. And always somebody getting took out. If it wasn't the illegal substances taking them out, it was the cesspool they were playing in. And, it was bad. It was really bad. A lot of people, you lose a lot of people. So, and it's not just guys, it's girls too. Girls and guys, I mean, if they don't go out one way, they go out another, right? I mean, it's really bad, really, really bad. So, you have house parties, you go clubbing, you have hotel parties, and every time something horrible happens, right? 9 times out of 10, something horrible happened, you know, to somebody. Is it's just the way it is. It's the way it is. You know, a lot of people have a good time. You got to have a lot of brains. You got to have a lot of brains to have a good time, right? Most of the time, a lot of people don't have it, and this boy right here don't have it. He really don't. I've seen a lot like him, and a whole lot of them ain't with us anymore that I knew. That's all I can say. Love you, PG. We love summer. Prayers. Hey, Trish, I appreciate it, girl. God bless. God bless. I appreciate that. Absolutely. I appreciate you supporting the channel. God bless, girl. But yeah. Yeah, I would be scared for Hunter. Absolutely. I would be scared for Hunter. Oh, I appreciate that, Blue Bella. She said, thank you, Trish. I appreciate that. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. She needs justice. Absolutely. Oh, Carrie, I appreciate that. I appreciate it. But yeah, absolutely, you guys. I'm telling you, you know, Summer needs justice. Absolutely. But we got this group of people, and this boy's one of them. And, you know, do I believe he did something sinister for poor Candace on June 15th, 2021 at that swimming hole? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. Yes, I do. With everything I've seen, it's sure to hell, you know, if it looks like a duck, it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. And it's been looking, quacking, and probably is. You know, that's what I can say. And you know, and this kid sits around, I ain't no snitch, 'cause I'm not. And I'm not going to prison. Well, you know, you can only, you know, you can run on for a long time, like the song says. You can run on for a long time. But sooner or later, you know, you're going to end up where you're trying to run from. This boy right here is trying to run from prison. He's trying to, you know, run from law enforcement, the court systems, the prison system. And I'm going to tell you, when you're trying to run away from all of that, that's exactly where your ass is going to probably end up, if it doesn't end up somewhere else first, right? If it don't end up somewhere else first. Somebody, you know, some real slow walking and talking. Because that's usually where most of them end up at. You know, some preacher saying the last words, right? Just the way it is. Just the way it is. It's life. But you know, yeah, I think all the people we've seen so far is very much involved. Very much involved. You know, right there. Right there. And right here. So far, what we've seen, I think very much involved. I think these are the main people that know some main shit about June 15th, 2021, right? And I think this one here knew a whole lot too. I think that's why she's not with us anymore. I think her old boy, right? You know, came up in her house, stowed up like $300 from what I hear. He came in, he robbed mama, right? He robbed his own mama to go get a tattoo, right? He robbed his own mama to get a tattoo. How the hell's he going to feel looking at that tattoo the rest of his life? I robbed my mama for a tattoo. Who the fuck does that? Who the fuck robs their mama for anything, right? Who robs their own mother? I mean, if you can't help your mother, man, stay the hell away from her, right? Who the hell does that? I'm going to tell you the worst of the worst. The worst of the fucking worst. Love their mother. I mean, there's this kid ain't no thug. Trust me. Because even a thug, I'm going to tell you, thugs go out there and they'll do a lot of shit to a lot of people. But they, man, you better not. You better not even talk about their mama. You better not think about their mama. You don't even want to know when it comes to their mama. I'm going to tell you, they have the utmost respect for their mama and their grandma. Even the worst, the trashiest people in the world. I mean, the scum of the freaking earth have respect for their grandmother and their mamas. You don't talk about their mama or their grandma. You just better, you better walk freaking lightly and keep your mouth shut when it comes to their mamas and their grandmas. I mean, these are, these thugs, man. I'm going to tell you something about a thug. When it comes to their mom and their grandma, man, they are all hugs and loving and kindness and caring. And when it comes to a child, I'm going to tell you, a thug has a heart for a child. They have a heart for a child. I'm going to tell you, those thugs are hard ass as hell. But I'll tell you this, you let them lose their grandmother or let them lose their mama or let them lose, see a child sick or a child, passed away or something. Man, they will cry like a baby. You don't ever see them cry about nothing else, but they'll literally cry like a baby. I mean, thugs have a heart. They have a heart. And they, but to rob your own mama, I'm going to tell you, even a thug would say, what the hell you doing robbing your own mama? Who the hell does that? Who turns on their own mama? I'm going to tell you, you got to be pretty. There's a special place in hell. There's a special place in hell for people that turn on their mamas. I tell you that right now. A special place in hell. And don't be looking to get your life prolonged upon the earth. Because the Bible says, honor thy mother and thy father, and your days will be prolonged upon the earth. You ain't honoring, you robbing your mama for a tattoo? You think God's going to prolong your days upon the earth? No. You didn't honor your mother. And I think Allison, when he robbed her, she probably said something like, I protected you. And what I should do is go to law enforcement and tell them everything I know. Right? And that might be why she's not here anymore. And I think Leslie, and do you guys remember when Hunter told his girlfriend something and the girlfriend told her mama, and her mama went over to Allison's house and really had it out with Allison? Do you remember that? Do you remember the girlfriend's mother threatening to go to law enforcement over something that was told to them, to her and her daughter? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember that. Because, yeah, I remember it like yesterday. I remember it. I'm going to tell you, I think old girlfriend and her mama's keeping some stuff too. I wonder who's next, right? It was Leslie, then Allison. Who's next? Who's next? There's going to be definitely someone next. Just saying. Yeah. They was over there. The girlfriend's mom was really getting into old Allison's backside, right? She was really sticking it to Allison over some stuff. Talking about going to law enforcement too. I think the truth's going to come out about Summer at some time. I really do, because people like Hunter can't keep their mouth shut. He can't keep his mouth shut. And at some point, this little girl he's confiding in and trusting so much and everything, at some point, she's not going to be a little girl anymore. And she's going to see Hunter for what he is, right? A piece of garbage that can't keep her up, that won't work, that won't do anything, wants to lay around, kind of like his daddy. And she's going to be gone. And she's probably going to go straight to law enforcement and tell a whole lot of secrets that Hunter's done put in her ear. Right? She's going to tell a whole lot. And maybe then we'll find Summer. And here's another one. There's another one, right? You ask Andy what he was over there giving to Candace to sedate those little girls. Not just Summer, but other little girls too. Right? See, I knew that he was over there giving Candace stuff to sedate these little girls. That's why I didn't bother to call 911. And that's why I didn't bother to call social services. Because I already knew what Andy was over there doing. And how you think we were making our money so we could have eat outs all the time. How do you think we was making our money so I could get my nails done and my hair done? And act like I'm living high on the hog over here across from, the dirty butt wells that are actually supporting us and doing a bunch of weird stuff over there at their place. Why would I report why would I report my income? Right? That's basically what she was saying. But I'll report it now since it put a ring on somebody else. And it's not coming into my hip pockets anymore. And it's not doing anything for me. Oh, I'll report it now. So you go ask him. You go ask him. What was he over there giving to Candace to sedate those girls? Right? So she was another real winner, right? Another real winner right there, buddy. Another evil piece of shit in these children's lives that didn't give a damn what happened to them. Yeah. And she can lay down and sleep, right? She can lay down and sleep. I guess evil can. I guess evil can. I guess they only get rest when they do evil, right? And there's the one supposedly over there supplying all the stuff, right? According to Jody Sue, this was what was over there supplying the stuff. Well, something had to be going down over there because we got a missing 5-year-old little girl out here. We've got a 5-year-old missing little girl. I think there's a whole lot of shit going down across that road over there at 110, right? And all of these wicked bastards seem to be in on it. Oh, here we go. I saved the best for the last, right? There we go. There's another one, right? Packing a dog around in his freaking jacket looking like he's mad as hell because he's got to eat from the fucking dollar store, right? He went and married a chick that fucking one can't cook. The pot spins on the stove, right? All the woo woo shit she be doing up in her house. The fucking pot be spinning around. The spaghetti pot be fucking spinning on the stove like a damn merry-go-round. Right? Yeah, she could have. Absolutely, Blue Bella. She could have. She could have saved that baby. And she didn't. And she didn't because she's a selfish, self centered, self seeking piece of garbage. Right? A freaking evil wreck. That's what she is. Hey, Patty, how you doing, sweetie? Good to see you. Good to see you, girl. God bless. Right? Exactly, Brooks. Exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you. There he is. Look at him. He's mad as hell. He's like, I didn't come all the way up here to fucking Indiana to damn eat out of a dollar store. I could have did that in Tennessee, right? I could have ate out of a damn dollar store in Tennessee. I was getting better food. I was getting better food and freaking rehab than I'm getting here, right? I was getting 3 squares. Shit, I was getting fed better in prison. Might want to go back there, right? I might have to do something to get me 3 hots and a cot again. Because, the only thing it is up here in Ziggy's place is just fucking hot. That's it. Right? It's just fucking hot. That's all. Like, damn. Poor guy has to pack the dog around. And there we go. Here's another real winner, right? There's another real winner. There you go. We got another winner on our hands there, right? No, I got some real telltale on her tonight. I got some real telltale on this one tonight. Guess who she's seeing? Guess who? Guess. Take a big guess. Who Laura is now sleeping with? Chad Arnold. Chad Arnold, you guys. Laura is now sleeping with Chad Arnold and supposedly living with him. She's dating Chad Arnold and supposedly done moved in and living with him. Ain't it funny that we were all looking for Chad Arnold? Isn't it funny that Chad Arnold is the one that saw Candace down at Fred and Laura's house, and he just happens to be the one, that she's, getting jiggy with? Fred's with Ziggy and she's getting jiggy with Chad Arnold? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. That's what I wanted to come out here and tell y'all tonight. Yeah. Miss Evil here, right? Miss Evil here that has I've caught up in a few lies. More than one is actually dating Chad Arnold. Yes, she is. Why would she do that? Why and that lets me know right now that Chad Arnold, ain't the shy, quiet, nice guy that people says he is. This dude must be pretty sinister too, because if he wasn't pretty sinister, he wouldn't be with this. Right? Birds of a feather flock together, baby. They flock together. So if he's banging that, he couldn't be too much himself. That's all I got to say. Sad. Sad. And it's sad that she's trying to keep the mouth shut of the person who actually can witness against Candace being down at Fred's house that day between 3:30 and 4:30. These people, I'm telling you, these people, they're all working together. They're all working together because they all got a dog in the race. They all have a dog in the race to what was going on up there on that road with them children. Fred, Laura, all of them. They're all fucking involved. As weird as it seems, they're all involved. You know, I'm going to tell you something. It's pretty scary. It's pretty scary when you got these many people connected to a freaking 5-year-old child missing. It's scary when you have this many people who are pure fucking evil congregating together. Right? They did. They did, Carrie. Absolutely. 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 Yeah, it's heartbreaking. It is absolutely heartbreaking. I'm going to tell you something. This little girl did not deserve what these people have done. She does not deserve what these people have done. The people that, these people could have helped her and they didn't. Oh, they helped her, all right. They helped her, right? They helped her get right where she is today. That's how they helped her. They helped her. They knew she was being abused, and all they did was help her get more abused and more abused till she was completely destroyed and gone, right? And that's what happens when, that's what happens when you have an opportunity to reach out and get help and you don't. That's what happens when you see something and you're not saying nothing because you're too selfish, too self-seeking, too focused on, what you want, how you want to live. Fuck everybody else, right? Well, you know what? When you say F everybody else, don't be surprised, right? Don't be surprised when God says, hey, forget about you. Forget about you. Like the Lord said, gain the whole world and lose your soul. What did you gain? And these mother freakers ain't even gaining the world. Right? They ain't gaining no world. I mean, the devil's really laughing his ass off at these stinky motherfuckers, right? He's really laughing his ass off at them. I mean, these mother freakers doing all kinds of damn evilness and they ain't got nothing to show for it. They ain't got nothing to show for it. fucking ran down face, ran down bodies. They look and smell like garbage. They live in freaking hellholes, right? They look like they all crawled out from under some fucking rocks. You're like, what the hell did you get? You don't even get a fucking bath, man. Right? You don't even get good soap to lather up with. What the hell? Let alone, the water to rinse it off. Yeah, a bunch of people sitting around taking freaking hoe baths. Right? You got Candace. I think I'll wash my feet today. Look at them. They're awful dirty. I think I'll wash my feet today. Oh, let me get a little of this water off from the creek. Oh, that's cold. She contaminated the whole fucking river. Right? Now anybody who lives in Tennessee ain't safe to drink the water. You're gonna have to pull that shit. What the fuck? She calls a little fucking splash of her feet. The splash is her bath, right? She's over there at Day Day's house. She's over in Day Day's house, freaking motorboating them feet in the pool. I mean, that's the only thing, And then when I seen her step in the freaking water, the freaking water with them big old nasty feet, I'm like, oh hell. Everybody's got Boulder water now. That shit is no longer FDA approved. They probably ain't no freaking sanitation department in the whole world that could sanitize that shit. I'm going to tell you. Candace destroyed 2 children up in Wisconsin. One, the little boy, a lot worse than the daughter. Then she destroys one over in Arkansas, right? Supposedly the child's Barnum, substance abuse and everything else. And then she goes into Tennessee to destroy 4 more, one completely. Why was she even allowed to keep any more children after losing the 2 up in Utah or in Wisconsin and then 2 or 1 over in Arkansas? Why was she allowed to keep any children at all from there? I mean, there should be some type. There's with technology today. I mean, you can give them you go to a hospital and you give them your ID and your insurance and everything. And I don't care what state you're in. I don't care what state you are in America. The doctor can, the dang doctor can push it in, your information in, and boom, here pops up all of your medical from all over, all over the country. No matter where you've been, where you was, clean back to you were born and your baby shots. They can pull all your history up. Well, why can't they do that with freaked up people like Candace Wells, who have already destroyed, 3 children and shouldn't have been allowed to destroy no more? Right? Why can't they do that with people like her? Why can't they say, okay, you messed up 2 of them in Wisconsin. Strike 1. and you messed up one over here in Arkansas, strike two. Well, you don't get a strike three. You don't get a strike three because strike three is way worse than anything you've already did. So we're not going to give you that opportunity no more. But she did get a strike three. And 5-year-old little Summer Moon Utah Wells, a beautiful blonde headed, blue eyed baby girl, is completely missing. Completely missing. Hey, Sad Eyes, I appreciate that, girl. God bless. God bless. Oh, I got a super chat. All right. Happy dance. Do the happy dance. Hey, girl, I appreciate that. Absolutely. God bless. And she never gets held accountable. No, she didn't get held accountable for nothing. That's true. That's true. You know, it like these evil bastards, they have the luck of the freaking Irish in not getting their asses held accountable for nothing, right? I mean, let me tell you, an upstanding, God-fearing citizen like us, man, we are held accountable for everything, right? Drop a bubblegum wrapper on the ground and man, it's like Popo comes out of nowhere, right? Oh, here's your ticket for littering. You better get down there and pay that. But these mother freakers, man, I want to tell you what. They get away with, completely and utterly destroying children. Right? Abusing the hell out of them. Neglecting the hell out of them. They get away with all this stuff. They get away with hurting other human beings. Destroying them. But you got in trouble for a bubblegum wrapper, right? And hell, you went to put it in your pocket. You thought you put it in your jacket pocket. Only you missed and it fell on the ground. You didn't even see it. Until you heard the freaking whoop, whoop. Right? That's the way it is. That's the way it is. But this right here, why Chad Arnold? Why did she pick Chad Arnold to be laying around with? Seems to me like she's laying around with somebody holding a key, right? Holding the key to some information that can help Summer. And they don't want nobody helping Summer, right? They don't want nobody helping Summer. That's sad. That's sad. If you don't want to help find a 5-year-old little child, hey, there's something wrong with you. There's something wrong with that picture. When you got a bunch of people that don't want a child found, they're keeping a bunch of damn secrets, then they all must have a dog in the race, right? They must all have a dog in the race. They've been out here playing all kinds of games. All kinds of fucking games. Thinking it's funny. I'm going to tell you something. These people have no shame. They have no shame. These are people walking around with egg all over their fucking face and don't even care. Horrible people. Horrible people, you guys. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to tell you something. Take a look at this. Look at this basement. Take a look at this basement. This basement right here that Laura, this is a picture of Laura. She, this is a basement she is affiliated with. This basement right here. And this basement has freaking chains hanging up in it. It's got freaking chains All kinds of weird shit going on in this basement, you guys. This is a really, really weird basement. I believe it's a basement. But look at it. It looks like they got some kind of damn party basement. And there's chains. Look at the freaking chains hanging in this basement. They got mother freaking chains hanging from the fucking rafters or something. Creepy ass weird, right? Yeah, like a dungeon. Absolutely. You want to talk about, look at that. Look at that. I mean, these people lay around anywhere, right? They'll lay around anywhere. I'm going to tell you. Man, I thought I seen it all. I thought I seen it all. You know, like I said, man, I really ran in a real cesspool. I mean, I seen some really, really, nasty, nasty joints. But this here takes the cake. Hey, justice for you. God bless. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Hello, PG. Much love and prayers. Hey, girl. God bless. Much love and prayers. He says, hello, my beautiful friends. Much love. Hey, girl. And we're sending that love back. We're sending that love back upon you. We're right now embracing you. We're embracing you with love and kindness. But yeah, look at that shit. I'm going to tell you, these people are nasty. I don't care what anybody says. They nasty. I'm not going to say in my fucking opinion, because it ain't my opinion. It's the truth. These people just nasty. And then you got weirdo Candace taking pictures, right? 2-second fucking picture. 2-second picture here. Look at this. I think he was trying to capture the sun coming up. Or going down. It was either coming up or going down. I can't figure out which or else it was a fucking somebody's place going up in smoke. I don't know. She was trying to catch some shit. Look at it. She takes a 2-second picture. And you could see the trees. Those are definitely trees right there. I don't know. She running around taking some weird ass freaking pictures, again, right? These are some really weird ass people. But she posted this, it looked like it was a accidental upload that she posted out. I don't know. But, where's she at? She on Ben Hill Road. Looks like a cemetery to me. Freaking place looks like a cemetery, if you ask me. I don't know. Yeah, I'm telling you, they're all caught up in playing their games. They're all caught up in playing their games, but all they're going to do is get themselves caught up in their own snare. They're setting traps and snares for others, but they're going to get caught up in it. You want to know how does PG know that they're going to get caught up in their own fucking traps and snares? Because the Bible says they will. And the Bible don't lie. That's God's word. That's the truth. It's the only book in the whole world that is truth. The best-selling book in the world, too. The Bible's not only the best-selling book, but it's the only book from cover to cover that is 150% truth. You can take it to the bank. And they will get caught up in their little fucking games. They will get caught up. Keep playing them. Donald, Candace, Grandis, Laura, freaking Fred and Ziggy's, Jody Sue's and Andy's. Keep playing the game. Keep playing. Because you know what? Everything we don't know, God does. God knows the truth. And God isn't going to let anyone get away with destroying a 5-year-old little girl. Trust and believe that. I am glad that Dom Wells and Candace are fulfilling their nasty, dirty little low-life lives on this earth. I'm glad that they're doing everything that they want to do, their substance abuse, their alcoholism, their freaking cigarettes, and all the bullshit. I'm glad that Dom Wells, being a sicko that he is, has fulfilled all of his sick needs and role played the bullshit out one way or another his whole life. I'm glad that Candace, as disgusting as she is, because I'm going to tell you what, there's a special place in hell for people like that. And this is the only life their mother freaking probably ever going to have. So I hope they've enjoyed the hell out of it. I hope they do. And you better enjoy the hell out of it. Because you're going to meet your maker one day. That is for sure. For sure. You will meet your maker. And evil fucks better get all they can out of this life. Because the next one ain't going to be so great. There's a man in hell right now. A rich man in hell right now. And all he wants is a drop of water. Just one drop of water. And he ain't getting it. So enjoy life. If you're evil as hell, enjoy all you can. Do all you can. Live however the hell you please. Because one thing for sure, it's going to be over before you know it. And you're going to be meeting your maker. And that makes me feel a hell of a lot better about having to put up with evil fucking humans. That's why I don't care how evil you are. That shit's on them, right? The shit's on them. Their evilness has nothing to do with anybody that belongs to God. Children of God don't have to worry about evil human beings. We don't have to worry about them. They're going to pay the piper. I laugh at evil human beings. I absolutely laugh at them. Because they don't know how fast this life goes. They don't know how short it is. And they don't know how much they're going to damn wish that they was a child of God. They're going to wish that they was one of the people that they tormented so bad. They're going to wish they were Summer, an innocent child of God's. I truly believe the summer is in the arms of Jesus Christ. I believe she's in heaven right now with a lot of other children who have been abused, neglected, and destroyed on this earth by evilness, pure freaking evilness. And the sad thing is, a lot of those people, a lot of those evil people get away. They get away with doing evil things, or at least they think they're getting away with it. And I laugh because I know they ain't getting away with the damn thing. I know for a fact they're getting away with nothing. It says that God will have them in his derision and he will laugh. God's going to laugh at them. He's going to laugh at them. They made their choice. When you make your choice to be evil, blame no one but yourself when you end up in Hades. Blame nobody but you. You had a choice to be good too. You had a choice to be kind and loving and caring. You had a choice to be the human you should have been. And you chose not to. When Jesus died on that cross, he gave everyone on this earth the strength and the courage and all the things we need to overcome evilness. What I'm saying is, he gave us all the strength to say, no, I ain't going to be stealing. No, I'm not going to be lying. No, I'm not going to be wanting something that someone else has. No, I'm not going to gossip against my neighbors. He gave you the power to overthrow the devil and to overthrow evilness and keep it out of your life. And if you're not doing it, then you need to blame oneself. When God says you're not welcomed here. You made the wrong choices. They was your choices. Now you pay the price. That's just the way it is. We all know we have a heaven to gain and a hell to shun. We all know that children are gifts from God, that we have no right to be destroying them in any way, form, or how. And we have a whole mother freaking road of people up there doing nothing but seeking to destroy a bunch of little children. We have a bunch of evil people up there trying to groom little children and destroy little children, to lead these children to be as evil as they are. It's kind of fucked up, if you ask me, and how people can get behind two sickos like Don and Candace Wells, who have done nothing but destroyed everything and everyone in their damn paths, practically since the day they were born. I don't know. Because I sure ain't going to support no low life, fucking evil garbage like that. Ain't going to happen. Ever. ever. I support this 5-year-old child that is missing. And the last words I've heard out of her mouth was, help me. Please, somebody, anybody, help me. And the only help she got, and that was on a 911 call. A baby pleading for help on a 911 call and still didn't get no help. What the fuck? How the hell does that work in our world today? Somebody tell me, how the hell did this happen and that baby still not get no help? We are living in a very sick and evil time. A very sick and evil time. When law enforcement isn't helping a child that's screaming for help, God have mercy on us. And Candace got a new vehicle to keep her mouth shut about that night and what was going on in the shower. And Jose got his ass ran the hell out of there by fucking grand ass. He got his ass ran the hell out of there. These people knew. These people knew what the hell was going down inside this place with this child. And all these motherfuckers covered it up. Absolutely, Blue Bella. I agree. I agree. You know, it's so disheartening. It's so disheartening out here, you guys. It's so disheartening to, know that there is this many people right here. This many mother freaking people right there. Evil, 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 evil. And they all surrounded this 5-year-old child. That baby didn't have a chance. That baby did not have a chance. And now she's gone. And anyone that can support them evil people that done nothing to help this child, and anyone that can support the main evil ones, who I truly believe destroyed Summer, completely destroyed her, to save their own fucking asses. Well, I'm going to tell you, anyone that can support that, I wouldn't piss on you if you was going up in smoke. And that's the truth. Because you got to be just as evil as them fucks to support them. You got to be as evil as they are to support them. You got to be a non-caring mother freaking human yourself to support bastards like that. Because anyone with a heart and a brain ain't going to support this shit. Anyone that believes in God Almighty and Jesus Christ ain't going to support that. Because God's children don't support evilness. They put on their suit of armor and they stand strong against it. They shut that shit down. Righteousness shuts evilness down. It lets evilness know its place, and this isn't its place. You're not welcomed. That little girl did not deserve what has happened to her. She did not deserve what they did before she disappeared, and she doesn't deserve what they done after she has disappeared. But I'm going to tell you this. That evil is still congregating, trying to save its asses. Don't you find it funny that Laura's dating up with Chad Arnold, the one who actually could witness against Candace Wells being down there at Fred and Laura's house? Don't you find it funny she's dating up the guy that can witness that hell? Candace was there with no grandma and no Summer. Right about the time Laura and Fred was leaving out of there. That damn, he just barely missed Fred and Laura. And there's no Summer in the car. And they're going to the junkyard. They're going scrapping. You tell me. You tell me. And now you got Jody Sue saying Laura wasn't in the car when Fred returns. Look, Laura wasn't in the car. Absolutely justice for you. They didn't want her. They didn't want her, right? They sure to hell didn't want her. They were neglecting, abusing, and doing all they could. All they could. Evil to her. Absolutely, we'll take her. We would have gave Summer a good life. Any of us would have gave her a beautiful life. With any of us, that child would have been dressed well, fed well, taken very well care of. She'd have had a future to become whatever she wanted to become. With any of us, she would have flourished in the church house. Summer loved God. You could tell that by the way she was in the church and how much she loved being in the church. She was a beautiful child, a beautiful child. I was looking over some pictures of Summer, and I came across the one where she was holding the book in church. She was holding that book so close to her little heart. Like that book was worth $1,000,000. You could tell that baby didn't get nothing. Any child hold a book like that close to his little heart and so happy and saying thank you so many times. You could tell she got nothing. That alone told us how abused that baby was, how neglected that baby was. It brings tears to your eyes to watch her hang on to that book and keep saying thank you. Thank you. Some real evilness destroyed that beautiful child. And that little girl is the one crying out, help me. And I'm going to tell you, God helped her. And He selected a whole army out here, a whole army of you guys to help her too. You ain't here by mistake. You are here because God put you here. Your feet are nowhere that God don't want them to be. And He put you here to support this little girl. God put you out here to be her voice, to hear her cry for help, and to keep pushing on for justice for Summer Moon Utah Wells. Don't ever stop. Do not ever stop crying out for her. Because at some point, your cry is going to be heard and your prayers are going to be answered and this baby will be found. So keep moving, keep marching, and keep doing what you're doing. Trust me, there is a gift in heaven for people who truly care about these children out here. There's a gift in heaven. PG's going to sign off now. But I don't ever leave without asking, please, 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 pray for this little girl. Pray for her. I'm telling you, this evilness is trying to sew it up at all ends so she won't be found. Let us push forward. Let us push forward and take the thread out of all they're trying to do so she will be found. They might try to sew it up, but we're going to keep tearing the thread out until this baby's found. You can trust and believe it. Keep them prayers going up. I know God hears and I know God answers. God loves these children and He loves all of us. So let's keep moving forward and keep those prayers going up for these little children. Let us pray. that the other children in this world right now being abused, neglected, and destroyed. Let us pray that God intervenes and they get the help Summer didn't. Let us pray for one another too. There's so many people out here needing prayer. So many. A lot going on with a lot of people. So let us keep one another in prayer as well. That's what God puts us out here for. I'm going to tell you, nothing but good has come out of Summer's case. I haven't ever seen nothing like it. But nothing but good has come out of her case. Summer has brought a lot of people together in prayer. Not just prayer for her, but for all the missing children, all the neglected and abused children. She has brought people together in prayer for one another. She has brought people closer to God, and she has saved her brothers. This little girl has done so much to not be here. And she continues to do so much. God bless her. Wherever she is, God bless her. All right, you guys. PG's going to get out of here. I'm going to let you guys spend the rest of the evening relaxing, doing what you need and want to do. I hate, it's hard to say goodbye to you guys. It's hard to say good night. But I got to go. I got to get out of here. Not that I want to, I have to. But I'm going to keep you all in my prayers. I'm going to keep you all in my prayers. And I pray that you keep one another in yours. Good night, everybody. God bless. Much love.
Yeah.